Module 20, Motivation to Learn. Lesson 5, Applying Motivational Theories in Practice. Applying theoretical models of motivation in practical workplace scenarios is essential for enhancing employee engagement, satisfaction, and overall productivity. Below, we outline a structured approach to incorporating these models through workshops, group discussions, simulation exercises, and the development of personal action plans. Workshops and group discussions on motivational strategies. Objective: to deepen understanding of motivational theories, for example, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Herzberg's two-factor theory, and Deci and Ryan's self-determination theory, and explore their application in the workplace. Activities. Theory workshops. Conduct interactive workshops that introduce each motivational theory, followed by examples of how they can be applied in managerial practices to enhance employee motivation. Group discussions. Facilitate group discussions where participants analyze case studies that illustrate successful and unsuccessful applications of motivational theories in various organizational settings. Encourage sharing of experiences and strategies that have worked or failed in their own contexts. Simulation exercises for different workplace situations. Objective: to simulate real-life workplace scenarios where participants can apply motivational theories and strategies to solve problems and enhance team motivation. Activities. Role-playing. Design role-play scenarios that represent common workplace challenges affecting motivation, for example, lack of autonomy, unmet needs for competence, and poor team dynamics. Participants take on roles as managers and employees to practice applying motivational strategies. Decision-making simulations. Create simulation exercises that require participants to make management decisions affecting team motivation, incorporating elements from different motivational theories. Discussions should follow on the potential impacts of these decisions. Developing personal action plans for motivation. Objective: to guide participants in creating personalized action plans that apply motivational theories and strategies to their specific workplace contexts, aiming to enhance team motivation and performance. Activities. Personal reflections. Encourage participants to reflect on their current leadership and motivational practices, identifying areas for improvement. Action plan workshops. Facilitate workshops where participants develop detailed action plans. These plans should specify objectives, strategies based on motivational theories, implementation steps, and metrics for assessing outcomes. Peer review. Implement a peer review process where participants share and receive feedback on their action plans, fostering a collaborative learning environment. Example of personal reflections for leadership and motivational. Scenario: Alex, a team leader in a software development company, decides to engage in a personal reflection exercise to evaluate his leadership and motivational practices. He has noticed some signs of disengagement and decreased motivation among his team members and wants to identify how he can improve. Reflection process. Assessment of current leadership practices. Leadership style. Alex identifies his leadership style as mostly task-focused and directive. He tends to assign tasks without seeking much input or discussing them with his team. Communication. He recognizes that his communication has been mostly one-way, focusing on instructions and deadlines, with little open dialogue or feedback solicitation. Review of motivational practices. Recognition and rewards. Alex realizes he has been inconsistent in recognizing team members' contributions. Rewards have been infrequent and not always aligned with what team members value. Professional development opportunities. He acknowledges that he has not actively facilitated professional development opportunities for his team, possibly affecting their growth and engagement levels. Identified areas for improvement. Incorporate autonomy. Alex will involve team members in decision-making to increase their sense of ownership. Enhance communication. He plans to encourage open, two-way communication for sharing ideas and feedback. Consistent recognition. Alex aims to create a personalized recognition system for individual and team achievements. Support professional growth. He will support team members' career goals by providing access to training and learning resources. Action steps. Alex plans to start by organizing a team meeting to openly discuss his reflections and the changes he aims to implement. He intends to gather feedback and suggestions from the team on improving leadership and motivational practices. He will create a structured plan to address each identified area for improvement, including specific actions, timelines, and metrics for tracking progress. Conclusion. Through this reflective process, Alex aims to transition towards a more inclusive, motivating, and supportive leadership approach that better meets his team's needs and aspirations, ultimately enhancing team performance and satisfaction. Example of peer review. Scenario. After developing their action plans, participants in the workshop engage in a peer review session to refine their strategies and implementation steps. Peer review process. Sharing action plans. Emma presents her action plan, which focuses on increasing team autonomy and competence by delegating more complex tasks to junior team members and providing them with necessary training. Receiving feedback. Peers review Emma's plan and suggest including a mechanism for ongoing feedback and support for the junior team members as they take on these new challenges. They recommend setting up a mentorship program within the team to facilitate this. Collaborative learning environment. Group discussion emphasizes support alongside delegation. Emma revises her plan to include mentorship roles and regular meetings. Outcome. Thanks to the peer review process, Emma's revised plan now includes a comprehensive approach with clear implementation steps and success metrics. Conclusion. The peer review session was instrumental in refining Emma's action plan. Initially focused on delegation and training, her plan was enhanced with peers' suggestions to include mentorship and regular feedback. This collaborative process ensured a more comprehensive and effective strategy, demonstrating the value of peer review in improving strategic initiatives. Example of action plan workshop. Scenario. During a workshop, participants are guided to develop action plans that incorporate motivational theories into practical strategies for their teams. Action plan development process. Objective. Increase team motivation and productivity by 20% over the next quarter. Strategies based on motivational theories. Autonomy, self-determination theory. Implement weekly check-ins where team members can voice their preferences on tasks and projects, increasing their sense of control and ownership. Recognition, two-factor theory. Introduce a monthly recognition program that highlights individual and team achievements, focusing on both small wins and major accomplishments. Implementation steps. Week 1. Conduct a team meeting to introduce the new motivational strategies and gather initial feedback. Weeks 2 to 4. Implement the weekly check-ins and document preferences and suggestions. Month end. Host the first recognition meeting, encouraging team members to nominate peers. Metrics for assessing outcomes. Track productivity metrics through project management software. Conduct a team satisfaction survey at the end of the quarter to measure changes in motivation levels. Conclusion. The Action Plan Workshop effectively helped participants develop strategies to boost team motivation and productivity by 20%. By incorporating the self-determination theory and two-factor theory, participants devised practical steps like weekly check-ins and monthly recognition programs. The implementation process and metrics for tracking productivity and team satisfaction will ensure the success of these strategies, showcasing the practical application of motivational theories.